Hey, what's up guys? Today we have a question from Alan Slazord. Alan. So he says, during particular exercises such as the explosive squat or any other exercises, when I reach my 8th rep or my last rep, how should my leg muscles feel? Like burning or tired or what? I'm really conscious that I'm not doing the exercises correctly. So if you watch some of my other videos or if you have the jump manual, you know we're very big on each repetition being very high quality. Which means being as explosive as possible. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you also know that I'm very big on tracking and getting as much data as possible on your exercises. And our official stance on how it should feel is that it should feel as explosive as possible, and it shouldn't feel like fatigue or burning in particular. And some of you are going to say, hey, wait a minute, don't you have us go to failure? And isn't that? And at the beginning of the program, we do have people go do some failure training, but that's mostly just to build general muscle mass and to build some anaerobic endurance so that they can train a little bit longer and a little bit better. So what's going to actually get you directly jumping higher are the explosive exercises. So our rule that we kind of have is when performance drops, that's when you either need to take a break, rest and restart the set or have another set, or you need to move on for that day or for that exercises. So, for example, that might mean, for a specific movement, let's say you're jumping 30 inches. Well, now you notice because you're reaching and you're touching something like we ask you to do is actually know how high you're jumping each one. You notice that you're not jumping as high and you're feeling fatigued because, well, instead of doing a set of 8, do 2 sets of 4, and you'll find that maybe in 2 sets of 4 you can touch 30 every single time, whereas a set of 8 you can only touch that 30 inches 5 times out of the 8. So obviously, looking at that, it's better to have 8 more explosive reps where you're touching 30 every time than 5 that are 30 and the other 3 that are maybe 25. So what I'm saying is it's the total number of quality reps that matters, not so much that you get fatigued during the set. So sets are kind of arbitrary. It's individual repetitions that we're focused on, and the quality of those repetitions. I mean, it doesn't matter. For example, let's say in the exercises we say do 3 sets of 8. In your head you should be thinking 24 high quality movements. So whether you need to do 4 sets of 6 or 12 sets of 2 or 8 sets of 3, you want those high quality reps. And it should feel explosive, and you should feel athletic, and you should feel that you're jumping, you're the highest you have. And except for the exception, aside from the exception that we mentioned earlier in this video, it shouldn't feel like you're burning and like you're just dogging it. I mean, again, we're not training our endurance, we're training our explosive ability. So hope that answers your question, Alan. If it doesn't, holla.